And coming in live from the Tenamo Lagoon in the middle of Tuvalu, we are here with the 37th edition of the Grand Platypus Open, number 37. I am your host, Yaku of the Zaku, and with me today I have the Mensch Funfile Ant himself, James Quirky Quirk. How we doing, Quirky?
Good day, mate. It's a lovely morning in Australia. It's nice summer here. No, it's winter. It's definitely winter. I'm looking out my window and it's winter. Yeah.
Who are
great to be here.
you? I'm just kidding. We have Steelmold, and speaking of Steelmold, we're going to be starting out today on Everdream with, I guess we can talk about the match later on, but we're going to be starting on in the bottom left-hand corner of the map, spawning all the way in the bottom left-hand corner of the map. The Red Zug, going to be coming all the way from Vietnam. He is the cat himself, the 6-time? I'm counting. No, 8-time GPO champion, the Jiggly MeomaikA. I love those trumpet emotes.
And in the northeast corner of the map. Forgot to. We don't have show notes. I don't remember teams.
Archangel King.
Representing Archangel Gaming, also from the land of Vietnam, our blue Protoss is the Simon of Justice. Oh yeah, they have that banner. I really like it. The one that looks like one of the Diablo angels.
Like Tyrael, I want to say, but probably not.
No, it's the Angel of Death one.
That's right. No, Melthiel.
No, that's from Warcraft. I think.
Oriel.
I did not. I never played Reaper of Souls. I abandoned Diablo 3 like a month after it came out when I realized I was bamboozled.
I played the Diablo, but I never got to play the story because I play with people who are just looking to grind.
Oh, Mathael is from Diablo? Yeah, see, that's...
Yeah.
No idea.
Learn something new every day, but you know where these players are from, Steel?
From Vietnam.
Exactly, and there was something that we talked about a little bit as last week, something we thought was theoretically possible, looking at how the bracket went. The wall was not a wall.
What?
That wall was not a wall. Okay, JusticeSimon going to be paying quite a bit here.
That is quite an injustice, if you will.
Oh well, see if the probes can uphold the justice. Actually, it makes sense that JusticeSimon is on Archangel Gaming now I think about it. Because of all the justice. There's quite a bit of damage done. 4 probes for only 4 Zerglings. Could get more. Didn't.
Oh, wait. Wasn't Tyrael the Archangel of Justice?
I think so. Maybe. Or maybe
okay,
the protection.
So it is Tyrael.
I gotta be real honest with you, Seal. My Diablo 3 lore knowledge comes from Heroes of the Storm.
I'm trying to think if that was a thing in Diablo 2. Yeah, in Diablo 2 they said that he was the Archangel of Justice.
Well, there you go, JusticeSimon.
That's why you rebelled against the gods, because the other angels, because they were doing things that were unjust. See? He couldn't be broken. He had a moral value, moral core, if you will.
Well, I guess we found JusticeSimon's new nickname coming along now.
Tyrael?
Yeah, why not?
The Angel of Justice.
Wait, but how does that fare against the Max Angel?
Yeah, JusticeSimon, that's his new partner, and he's like, you call me the Angel of Justice, and Max Angel is like, no, but I am the angel here.
All right, so we got a pretty standard Glyph Adept build coming out from JusticeSimon. MeomaikA's answer to this, though, is not quite so standard. That is...
Yeah.
You don't see an infestation pit that soon, do you, Steel?
What? I was more looking at the Nidus. That's more interesting than the infestation pit.
Well, I mean,
I don't know what's...
It's coming into 5 minutes of the game. Settle there already on the way. Ah, man. I was hoping to be quick high.
Isn't that like a bit too expensive at this point in the game, though? How many can you make before you're bankrupt? Before your entire army supplies is just a wave of locusts that you can only let out like once every, what is it, like 40 seconds?
Well,
something like that.
Something like that, yeah. Well, I guess if you're looking at it from MeomaikA's perspective, you're going to be looking like, I'm going to have to conserve like 2 or 3 of my locust waves just in case I have to defend, right?
Yeah, but you only have like, what, 6 swarm... Yes, 6 swarm hosts. What wave are you talking about?
Yeah.
This is what I'm talking about.
That's not a lot of locusts.
Yeah, well, it's enough to snipe a pylon or something, but get some damage here.
Gets a little bit of lost mining time, and I mean, locusts are always deceptively strong. Got a couple of swarm hosts still back at home, and they're going to be helping a little bit on this defense, but I feel like the Adepts, they have found themselves in a pretty good choke point, but they're moving. They're moving, Seal.
Yep. I mean, how many did you lose? Actually, that was a really good trade from you. And he's actually killing probes now on the other side of the map, so that's pretty good. He's almost better get the hell out of here. Get. Go. No, why? No, why is he bringing more?
Because he knows how dedicated JusticeSimon is trying to stop this, and he goes straight on in to kill those stalkers. A lot more locusts are coming down now, and yeah, more surprisingly terribly against locusts.
Okay, he brings in the queens. He even managed to save that that Nidus. That was a clutch move there. One more volley with the stalkers, and that Nidus would have gone down. This is how much of a madman MeomaikA is.
He really just does not care, does he, Steel? This should just about be the end. A lot of folks are going down.
Yeah, Meo, but it's very dangerous. You might lose the Nidus, but I attack now.
It's like, yeah, Meo's just thinking, yeah, I don't really need these drones, do I? Like, sure, I'm down 15 versus 33, but, yeah, who cares? That's MeomaikA for you, if I've ever seen him. Alright, I think this might be it. Oh, but the Warp Prism, not the Warp Prism, the unit that's healing the Warp Prism. Battery overcharge, that's the one.
Could that Warp Prism be a little bit to the forward there so that it can power the buildings and actually might have a couple more warpins?
Yeah, I mean, it would be nice, but I guess JusticeSimon would be thinking, oh, I don't want to risk the Prism gets these maybe?
Yeah.
I don't know, it would be nice to have them
No, it's for a good reason, I'm just thinking.
Yeah. Alright, the Shade does commit, but JusticeSimon does not commit. The Shade commits, but JusticeSimon does not commit to the Shade.
I mean, Adepts can clear out the locusts really quick, so it's not, it's not very effective. Actually, just Shade on top of these queens and snipe them between the locust waves. Even blocks them away from the Nidus.
There are a lot of transfuses empty here, and there's some pretty nice transfuses coming up from MeomaikA. But
remember, there's a good DPS coming out of the nice body block with the swarm hosts.
This is smart coming up from MeomaikA.
Yeah,
he's not just a Batman. He does know what he's doing sometimes.
Yeah, and JusticeSimon wasn't targeting the queen, so just managed to survive, even though they're really low on energy now. They can't survive another wave like this.
Yeah, they really cannot, and I'm just looking at the income right now, Steel, and it's actually kind of working out for JusticeSimon somehow, but...
I mean, yeah, MeomaikA was all in during this time. Look at the income advantage. It's JusticeSimon for the last 2.5 minutes had a huge economic advantage in terms of income. But Meo is droning up, is getting a Spire.
And I guess that might be the final nail in the coffin here. MeomaikA has forced JusticeSimon to build essentially nothing but Adepts so far. What have we got for anti-air?
Yeah, it's got no anti-air, not even a cannon, nothing.
He doesn't even have stalkers.
If Mio sniped this cybernetic score, then yeah, there would be no anti-air at all.
But he decides to keep it alive just as a warning. Just to say, yeah, I could take that out, but...
just to give him a chance, yeah, a sporting chance.
I don't think it's so much of a sporting chance, so much it's just a power move coming out from Mio. A lot of drones are going down on the other side of the map. These locusts should be able to snipe a pylon or two.
Yeah, there's a lot of pylons there. That's not going to be doing damage.
Yeah, that's not really going to be power.
Something is getting drones. Something is getting a lot of drones on the other side of the map. 13 drones.
Yeah, a couple of adepts did manage to sneak in there, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but now the Meolists are out. Now, one thing that's a little bit unfortunate is that MeomaikA was kind of forced to reveal his hand a little before he'd like. But what does JusticeSimon have to deal with these mutas, with these spines, with these queens?
Oh, the wall is a wall. The adepts cannot sneak in there, and now they're stuck. JusticeSimon has to recall them.
It's important to note how
in the main base.
Important forcing recall can be. So I should be able to get quite a bit, and Mutalisk, I'm just looking at it on the minimap right now.
Simon is not in position. He went to clear out those Nidosei, but the main base is already full of stuff.
Very much so. As more creep tomb is coming out, and that's gonna give JusticeSimon a lot of trouble when it comes to trying to get more
stalkers enough to actually risk those Mutalisks and even a cannon.
Surprisingly, JusticeSimon has gotten back in this game.
Yeah.
In terms of the army, anyway.
In terms of the army, economy is not too far behind. I mean, it does quite need. I mean, yeah, Mio is still on 2 bases, so Simon not in the worst positions. You know?
And I do like what I'm seeing right now, Steel using a Nidus to try to get a 3rd base, because why not, really?
The mutas are coming into the JusticeSimon's main base again.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna get a couple of probes.
Batteries. Yeah, they'll get deflected eventually. When a couple of probes do go down.
Like that panic organization of building in JusticeSimon's main base. It's just a maze of pylons. And just
everything will be powered. If I can help it. You do not want to run those Mutalisks into Socrates Mio, and Mio does manage to turn around, trying to go for that Warp Prism, which is going to be the start of MeomaikA's... I don't want to say how he comes back from this, but going to be the start of a potential snowball for MeomaikA.
Yeah. Mio does snipe that cannon, but there are enough stalkers left behind by Simon to protect against the Mutalisks.
I think this may just be overwhelming force. MeomaikA has a lot of queens and a lot of energy on them, but how long can they last? I guess we're about to find out.
Yeah, I mean, it's just queens. There's nothing to buffer for them. The mutas are coming in now.
Another walls to wall. These adepts should be able to finish up their shades, but the Mutalisk actually doing a really good job of taking out the adepts before the stalkers can really punish them.
Yes, JusticeSimon is being planed out. Oh, he tries
meanwhile,
to most of his forces are dead.
Shade has done quite a bit. MeomaikA now even on the worker supply. And it's worth pointing out that MeomaikA has been even for quite some time, but JusticeSimon sees the writing on the wall. GG is called. MeomaikA going to be taking game number 1. Much like how Malthael takes out Tyrael, or something like that.
Yes, definitely. Malthael takes out Tyrael.
I mean, as we all know...
For they go out for ice cream.
As we all know, MeomaikA is known as the unholy MeomaikA in some circles.
Yeah, is he Diablo? El Diablo himself?
May very well be. That or Asmodan.
No, Asmodan was not... No. Asmodan was a garbage military thinker. Mio has better standards than that. Let's not insult Mio by comparing him to that garbage character from Diablo 3. I hate Asmodan in Diablo 3. It's the dumbest character with the worst dialogue in the game. It's so bad. It's like one of those like Saturday morning cartoon characters, like evil villains. No. You will not be able to withstand my greatest servant, and then he brings such a giant creature to attack you, and then you kill it, and you're like, so you killed my giant creature, but you won't survive my armies. And then he brings over his armies. Okay, so you went through my armies, but you won't survive this servant of mine. And he brings out that spider lady, and this is annoying. This is bad.
But he does
like really bad.
He's basketball.
Yeah, but that's in Heroes of the thing is. Heroes of the Storm is different. It's like there's nothing to do with the actual games that it depicts.
Tis accurate.
Including the characters that exist. Including the characters that exist in Heroes of the Storm that don't exist in the original games.
Yeah,
talking at you, Sergeant. What's her face? Sergeant Danger. Sergeant Slaughter.
What?
Yeah, Sergeant Slaughter in.
I know there's like a pirate. That's an original character. But anyway, we are speaking of original characters. These players, they are pretty original to say the least, and you're about to find out why as we now load in onto Submarine, the LE submarine of which we all reside in. The LE submarine. The LE submarine. In the bottom right-hand corner map, spawning all the way in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, we have the Archangel himself, the partner of the Maximum Angel. He is coming down all the way from Vietnam. Gonna be representing Archangel Gaming Academy. We have JusticeSimon.
Yeah, and in the northwest corner of the map, going pull first all the way from the land of Vietnam, the cat himself, our Blue Zerg, MeomaikA.
I'm gonna pitch to you the 4th season of Max Angel Steel.
Hold on. Who's the Maximum Angel?
Max Angel Sad. There we go.
You said Maximum Angel.
Yeah. Or maybe Maxi Mom Angel.
I'm assuming it's short for Maximilian, right?
Probably. Maybe. I'm gonna assume that it's short for Maximum, personally.
God damn it, Yaku. Right.
But that would be like the H season where he goes into his final form.
The 8th season is like after all the lead actors left the show and they're trying to bring in like replacement actors.
They're trying to find out a new way of how are we gonna. It's like actually a mantle now, guys. It's not actually the guy's name.
Instead of Max Angel, it's like Bob.
Devil.
That's what I thought. I was like, no, that's too stupid. But
I got ya.
I'm glad you went with me.
I got ya. Alright, links are starting to come across the map, and interestingly enough, MeomaikA has built a spine in his main base, which...
What is not a wall?
This is how that's gonna turn out, yeah, and... I wonder what
more. Do you think that JusticeSimon has played MeomaikA so many times that he's like, you know what? I don't even need the wall. I'm good.
It's either that or he's played against MeomaikA so little times that he's just thinking, you know... Yeah...
Yeah, what kind of Protoss doesn't wall against Zerg? Only JusticeSimon who knows MeomaikA and knows, yeah, I don't need to wall here. It's fine. He's not going to do the thing that all the other Zerg are doing.
That's why Stray needs to get him in his crew.
Alright, so it's gonna be Twilight Council from Simon. Yeah, he's gonna be Glaive again, I'm guessing.
I have to imagine, so... Like
On
on a
the
map
way
like
of the
Submarine, it's short enough. Well, we don't see a Robo out just yet, so it might be a Dark Shrine before Robo. Nope, there's a Robo facility. So yeah, it looks like Glaive Adepts are going to be just the bread and butter coming out from JusticeSimon. This is a nice round. All of the Adepts... Okay, no, only one of the Adepts dies. Oh,
It happens to me as well, where you see like Adept shading out, like, what, they all died?
You're
Was they
like,
all
oh,
dead? And like, no, they're over there. It's fine. Yep, it's Glaives again.
all right. What else could it possibly be in a PvZ, really? All one Adepts died. Yeah, Kuro's right.
Yeah.
We can
Okay,
count.
so Meo is getting Banes, so that's... Ooh, and Borrow. Hello.
Bane? So, righty then?
I mean,
It's actually not
you
a bad idea. You can, like, borrow the Banes where he thinks the Adepts are going to commit to the Shades.
Yeah,
Then just
exactly.
seeing it coming. Much like that.
Them to commit to a shade. It's like there's this very clear open space right here that you can put your items in. Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep my drone in range here.
He's gonna dangle a drone over there, like just walking around in circles. Look at me, I'm vulnerable.
Is that what they sing? Is that what the actual translation to the drones when they try to speak are?
The song of the vulnerability, yes. You go. What it means is, I'm vulnerable. Please protect me.
And by protect me, I mean...
Burrow's finishing.
Yeah, Burrow is going to be finishing up, as will plus
happening,
one.
Yaku.
Actually, plus one is going to be a whiles away.
It's
There's the
happening.
Burrow! And I'm
It's
loving
happening.
this position on these Banelings. You think about how much... You think about the distance that an Adept can shade, right? I do believe that that's just about the distance. I could be wrong there.
I think what's going to happen is the Adepts are going to try and get the spine.
It's a possibility, but they're actually shading right on through. The Banes are a little bit
this
ways
is
off, but he doesn't commit. He doesn't commit. Seal! Seal! He's not committing!
It's going.
Alright, JusticeSimon is going back and forth right now. Here comes a shade, but I think that might just be a little bit miscalculated. No! If JusticeSimon commits, doesn't commit. Why don't they ever commit? No, that's an observer.
It's an observer.
It's an observer now. Okay, well, I really like the idea, but yeah, JusticeSimon was kind of wise to this. Nice surrounds to the Lings. The Banelings do actually manage to connect with about half of the Adepts.
But the Adepts are mostly alive, and there's another wave of them coming in. This is starting to be overwhelming forces for Simon. The Bane strategy did not work. More Banelings are being morphed, but the Adepts are shedding right through. Simon might want to split them a bit, because that's a lot of Banelings.
It's a lot of Banelings, but I'm liking the use of
there.
City and the choke point. As you said, the splits are pretty good. Most of the Adepts are still alive. I think JusticeSimon may just snowball here.
Yeah, another wave
but
of Adepts being warped in.
Alright, Spine goes
Yeah,
down. GG.
JusticeSimon evens up the score. We have ourselves a sideways 1-1.
Nicely done by our Archangel Academic.
Archangel of Justice.
Well, technically he's on the Archangel Academy, so is he like going to angel school or something?
He's training to be... right now he's minimum angel. He's training to be maximum angel. There's medium angel is right in between. That's the...
What about medium rare angel?
a graduate angel, and then you have you have undergraduate angel, and then graduate angel, then professor angel.
So the question is, did Tyrael get his degree in the end?
No, I think that's why they did throw him out.
He was expelled?
No, they cast him out. I don't know, maybe peed on a statue or something because he got drunk, but I don't know. Got thrown out on on some disciplinary reasons.
Charge. Sounds about right.
For those who are not following the conversation, yeah, it's too much to explain.
Go watch every ESL Cup and every everything we've ever cast.
NA versus Battle of the Americas, right? That's where Australia was playing. Is that where they casted Australia?
Yeah, I think it was ESL Open Cup Asia and Battle of the Americas are the two that you normally find Australia coming in on.
Mm-hmm. Australia, otherwise known as Max Angel.
Otherwise known as
that's his name. That's literally his name. It's not a made-up name by some 80s Pulp Fiction, cop action hero movie.
But by golly, we're gonna make it.
Yep, that is.
All right, our players are ready, so we are gonna be loading into our ace match here.
Mm-hmm.
And this, I can kind of see how I can kind of predict how this might go out, Steel. But you never know with MeomaikA and JusticeSimon, do you?
So, can you predict?
I want to say that I can, but
I can predict, but you never know.
Exactly.
Okay. Thank you for that wonderful addition to the logic, Yaku. You're gonna get the Nobel Prize for logic research.
That's logic, but spelled with a K. Logic.
Logique with a Q-U-E. Logique.
That's a fancier one. They only give that out once every once in a while. And speaking of once in every once in a while, here comes a player who we only get to cast once every once in a while. As I'm not sure what it is, but yeah, just somehow we've not really been able to cast him. We did manage to get his very sick run last week, which is kind of the reason why we decided to start with him this week. Speaking of which, the Red Protoss player spotting in up Pillars of Gold, which holds up the Golden Wall, protecting the Eternal Empire, of which the LE submarines are hidden. We have the player on Archangel Gaming Academy, all the way from Vietnam. Everybody give it up for JusticeSimon.
Yeah, and in the southwest corner of the map, the madman from Vietnam, the cat in blue. It is MeomaikA.
I'm actually remembering now that GSL did confirm that it's short for Maxwell, not Maximilian.
Nah, damn it. Maximilian would have been a better name for the book.
Is that your critique to his parents?
Yeah. Yeah. Maxwell is too normal. Maximilian would have been like more dashing, if you will.
Maxwell Murder is a pretty good song.
Maxwell what?
Murder.
What did you? Why would you murder Maxwell? Who's trying to murder Maxwell in this dark city?
The bass player from Rancid, I'm assuming. Matt Freeman, that's his name.
What? Like MeomaikA is basically a cat. That's a Meo is.
He's like
I don't know if it's the word
Meo.
for cat or is the slang for cat.
No, it's a word.
Um,
Meo is the word for cat in Vietnamese.
So.
Maika,
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
Which is very original.
I'm assuming Maika.
What is this?
Like,
It's a meow.
so he's like the mecha cat. I could be wrong in there. I'm not sure what.
No,
Maika
but
means.
in the Max Angel movies, what's his like street name? The alley cat? No,
the Unholy.
that's the Unholy. No, it's got to be like a gangster name.
Kitty Paws.
Kitty Paws.
All right, speaking of gangsta,
that's a pimp name.
Speaking of gangsta, JusticeSimon is starting to switch things up quite a bit, going for that started opening, and I don't really blame him. Pillars of Gold, which was MeomaikA's pick, is a pretty favorite map. I'm thinking JusticeSimon is thinking, yeah, I'm gonna have to defend, or have the units to defend, if MeomaikA decides to go aggressive.
Now, what is it about this map that makes it so favored?
The openings to each base, in my opinion, it's the openings for each base are pretty wide open. Like you look
So
over,
you have
okay, this looks
more
like a bit of a
more place to move around with a wave of stuff.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's the reason that other people have, because generally the consensus is Pillars of Gold is pretty Zerg favored, but that's why I think it's more Zerg favored.
I mean, I can see that. Maybe like because of like there's this huge empty space in the middle with no
Yeah,
bases. So at some point when you go to expand, you kind of like you run into creep spread and stuff, and then you just like the entire map is controlled by the Zerg, and you're like expanding. Once you get to like a fourth base, you basically can't bunker up anymore. Even at the third, like you can't turtle up on it as easily.
Yeah, I think that also plays in it quite a bit. I guess it's not so much there's one big thing that makes it Zerg favorite, but more so a lot of little things or medium-sized things.
An Oracle is coming in and getting
actually getting a lot of damage.
Drones.
Oh, JusticeSimon, are you overseeing a welcome here? Makes it out just at the last second.
No, Meo sent Zerglings to the other side of the map, but the wall was indeed a wall, so they had to come back.
And actually really good denial of scouting. Okay, now actually still pretty good denial of scouting. I mean, MeomaikA sees the Phoenix, but doesn't see the double Stargate coming out.
Yeah.
So that's a pretty good step.
How much anti-air? I mean, Meo is getting +1 range, but it just, other than 3 spores and a few queens, he's not going to have. Okay, he's getting 3 more queens. He's starting to get a lot more anti-air.
The range is going to be useful for the amount of queens that are going off, and I kind of feel like queens may be the answer to a lot of things here, but I mean that's hardly an original take.
I think he's against Phoenix A.
Phoenix is going to lift the queens, which is a little bit of which does muddy that area a little bit.
Yeah,
especially if you get that, like JusticeSimon is.
The thing is that queens can still transfuse one another, so that really delays a lot of what the Phoenix A can do, because they don't have the greatest DPS,
Yeah, they do. Well, I mean, versus Zerg, they have some decent DPS because of the bonus biological.
I mean, the Phoenix that's lifting is already out of the picture in terms of DPS because it's not shooting anything. And if you lift up 2 or 3 queens, then you're left with what, 4 Phoenix A, and it don't kill them that fast. Yeah. So transfuses are going to be useful, but there's not a lot of energy here. See, the queen is alive.
Yeah, it's a bit of a balancing act, isn't it, here, Steel? Where you gotta think, do I lift just 1 queen and have a lot of DPS, or do I lift as many queens as I can and have very little DPS?
But when your enemy has 7 queens, and they're all bunched up together, it's you can't just lift 1. And if you lift more than 1, you can't kill the one that you're lifting, so it's pointless. You've been countered.
I don't know about
nice run by attempt here, but Simon is like, look at how prepared he is. The wall is a wall. He's got adepts. He's got sentries in the 3rd base.
He does not have a battery. Does he seal?
He's got what's it? Not time warp. The other one.
Stasis ward.
Stasis ward. That's the one.
Yeah, and actually, I'm really liking the position of those pylons. They do manage to, with a single force field, does block anything from coming in.
Yeah. Simon is like, look, I know who I'm up against. I know what he's going for.
I've been studying stats.
I may not understand him, but I know what he's about.
Is that? I feel like that's a line dialogue ripped straight from the movie.
I may not know him, but I know what he's about.
You need me, Max.
Right. When I need you, MeomaikA.
Phoenix is, as you were saying, I can't quite kill the queen. But I get a lot of drone damage done. I just got it. And it seems like MeomaikA may have just gotten about enough of this. Infestation Pit is starting to come down, but JusticeSimon coming out with quite I don't want to say scary army, but an army with a lot of potential behind it. If it doesn't get caught in the middle like this is starting to
that's a great run. The Immortal is going down as well. No, nice use of force field. But JusticeSimon is losing too much to continue the push here. He lifts the stalkers to save them.
Nicely done.
Yep.
You don't see that too often, but when it happens, it's pretty special. A lot of queens are out here right now for MeomaikA. Arguably too much here, and
by a lot we mean 16. He has almost as many queens as he has Zerglings.
5 more. He's up to 20 right now, Steel. It's a little bit excessive, especially for MeomaikA. You know, the player who is what Light kind of uses as his excuse.
Light, learn from this. Light. See? MeomaikA makes queens. Now you have to make queens.
I don't know if this is necessarily the game Light wants to learn from, but
yeah, no, this is. I mean, the squeezes are okay here. They're keeping the queens alive. I mean, remember, the queens are like the anti-air. They're walking shield batteries, or medivacs. They're a macro unit. They're a weird unit.
And they're alive, most importantly.
And they have like 300 health or something like that. You're ridiculous like that. So, you know.
You want
170, 175. It's close to 300, right?
Yeah, that's like about half.
It's more than half.
It's about more than half.
Alright, charge is what Simon is going to be switching to.
I mean, it's definitely the answer to the queens, but considering that MeomaikA, he's investing quite a bit on his things.
Yeah, this is a really good position for Simon.
It's a fantastic position. We do see a very quick hive coming out from MeomaikA.
I love these explosions. these over-the-top explosions.
It's like, what are you stuffing into these buildings? Gunpowder? Question mark?
I wonder if that's actually intentional, because they haven't seemed to fix it.
No, I think it is intentional based on the skin. Because one thing that Blizzard have been doing lately with the skins is they don't just want the skins, they want some visual effects as well. You can really see it with the Emojin skins for Terran. This is a good surround. How good can the Blinks be? They're doing pretty well right now. I gotta tell you, Steel, some mortal will die. And once again, JusticeSimon gonna be deflecting all of whatever MeomaikA can throw at him.
Simon is getting Colossus to deal with the Zerglings, but Meo is already switching to Roaches and Hydras. So...
Well, I mean, when you get a critical mass of Colossus, it can do decently, right?
It doesn't even...
They are expensive units, you have to babysit them quite a bit.
Okay, now he's getting Thermal Lance. Okay, good. So that's an Ultralisk then. That is.
It is an Ultralisk den coming out from, or Cavern, I don't remember which one, coming out from MeomaikA. Now, the last time MeomaikA did this ZvP, it did not really work out too well for him, but this time I think it might actually work out pretty well. JusticeSimon, he's only got one Immortal. Now, a counter that you can say is that having a lot of Stalkers, if you can blink away from the Ultras, it can do pretty well. One Colossus is already going down, and that's not all that you want to have in here right now if you are JusticeSimon.
Oh, the Queens are coming in as well now.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time imagining JusticeSimon really turning this around. I mean, the supply, army supply-wise, JusticeSimon, he's below, but funnily enough, in the ZvP, that actually means that he's ahead. What is this?
Yeah, and remember, Queens are part of the army supply zone.
Oh, you're right.
You're
right there. No, I think they are part of the army supply, but they just aren't. You can't all army them.
Yeah, they are part. That's what I said. They are part of the army supply.
Well, I was wrong either way.
Thermal Lance is about to be finished.
And this is how JusticeSimon can really start to put a hurt on to MeomaikA.
Now look at the creep split though. Meo is actually taking... he's taking all the bases. Look at the minimap right now. It's all purple and there are 2 free bases on the map at the moment. And they're both on the side of JusticeSimon. And there's creep on them.
But I mean, we have seen players utilize the most of their 4 bases, but this isn't going to be 4 bases for too long. Very good run by coming out from MeomaikA.
Oh, I like the hold command on the Zerglings. Do you see what Meo did there? Put the Zerglings in the mineral line and put them on hold command so that they don't attack the cannon. They attack the probes as they run around them.
Always something nice to see coming up from Zerg players. JusticeSimon is starting to really take the fight though when it comes to the army versus army engagements.
Yeah,
Getting a
but
bunch of immortals on the way now.
Look at Meo's bank though.
He does have a pretty bitchin' bank, doesn't he? But he doesn't quite have the...
Not a lot of gas, but he has a lot of minerals to spare.
Observers just supervising the drones. Like, guys, why haven't you taken the geyser yet? Guys!
Yeah.
We're running low on gas, we need it. Guys!
We're maxed out. And I'm out. My job here is done.
As you were saying, MeomaikA has a very good economy and a very good bank, but I'm not sure if that's going to be coming into play here so much. Good use of the transfused immortals.
But Chitinous Plating isn't finished, and the Ultralisks are not as tanky as they could be.
Yeah, they really are not, and honestly, Blink Stalkers, where you can get into good position, they do actually do bonus against these immortals, and I think JusticeSimon may just snowball his way forward here.
92 Zerglings being made by Meo, and 8 queens at a time, because he has... How many hatcheries does he have? Hold on.
Quite a number.
He's got 7 hatcheries in one lair, hive, question mark. So yeah, so you can make 8 queens at a time, but they are in different points of the map, so they can't...
Yeah, they're not going to be able to rally quick enough, and honestly, I don't think it's going to be coming into play too much right now. JusticeSimon, his army's looking pretty invincible.
I don't know. Meo has made a lot of... If he can mount enough... If he can, like... concentrate enough of his forces together... I mean, look at... He's still ahead in workers right now, by the way, after losing, like, 2 bases.
33 workers, yeah. Immortals are starting to really chip away at these immortals.
He's getting the Colossus. Okay, that's the area of effect damage out for Simon, and Meo holds, and still has the bank.
And more importantly, the siege unit taken out for MeomaikA. He really is gonna have to get into the face of danger if he wants to do damage. And all right, yeah. I guess you were right. MeomaikA just had way too many resources and could afford to take one good engagement and end the game, whereas JusticeSimon, he had to take good engagements all the time.
Yeah, and also, you know, he's now making the cheapest unit in the game. in gigantic piles of
adrenal glands, yeah, and well upgraded.
MeomaikA.
And with that, MeomaikA takes that series and will advance.
93 drone Meo, what am I watching? MeomaikA is what you're watching, Pens. You never know what you're gonna get. Life is like a MeomaikA. You never know what you're gonna get. All right. Oh, we lost Yaku.
No, right. I'm still here.
Oh, you just muted yourself.
Yeah, I had to sneeze.
All right, so we have elsewhere on the bracket. Demi winning 2-1 against Starduck. Took a map off of Demi.
Yeah,
this guy is starting to be scary. I'm starting to be seriously afraid of Starduck. This is
yeah. Well, I mean, Starduck, he ain't gonna bite.
As long as he wakes up for the tournament, as long as he wakes up for the tournament, it's frightening. His only weakness is the clock.
Is that gonna be an episode of Max Angel?
Max Angel versus the clock.
Starduck is the one who.
It's gonna be one of the meta episodes that's like Groundhog Day, where they relive the same day over and over. It has like a very loosely explained like sci-fi element to it.
In the end, only Starduck can help him.
Yeah, and in the end, he learns about himself. And
I'm gonna have to pitch season 4 to you, Steel. That's gonna be the
Alright.
season we introduce. That's gonna be when we introduce JusticeSimon. JusticeSimon is actually an angel. We're gonna do it supernatural style. It's gonna be a sharp turn from the gritty realism of the previous seasons.
And also Justice Waifu as well. The district attorney.
Oh, we gotta
the
find
wife
a
of justice.
we gotta fit in a love triangle somehow.
Yeah.
It's the only way to get
triangle.
it CW appropriate.
A love triangle of justice. Justice is blind, but so is love.